On November 13th, 2025, Cardi B welcomed a baby boy, marking her first child with Stefan Diggs. Now, it's important to remember that she already has 3 kids with her estranged husband Offset naturally. This pregnancy hasn't been without controversy, but what keeps popping up in people's commentary is this.
Can't knock the hustle, and when Cardi B promised her fans that she had no intention in letting this 4th baby slow her down, clearly she intends to keep that promise, because days after having this baby, she was seen with high heels, I might add, at a big event in New York City, actually the Cybex flagship store's grand opening. And what Cardi has done is leveraged her having these children to become a spokesperson now for baby products.
When she was pregnant and she was telling y'all, don't worry, I'm finna just pop out this baby, get back to work, and everybody was like, no. Yet, fast forward to today, she's like probably maybe at most a week post-pregnancy, and she's back outside. Insane.
Everyone is applauding Cardi B because she just had a baby and she's already back in action. She's out there taking control of her story and securing the bag. And that's key, because that's what I'll be focusing on in this video. I'm not here to get into whether Stefan Diggs is cheating or messing around behind her back.
These nuts. Got him.
Honestly, this is way more intricate than it seems at first glance. But I want to break down why this matters so much for today's economy and the women navigating it. See, one of the reasons women look up to figures like Cardi B and Nicki Minaj is because, number one, they're relatable. They were once struggling and now they're thriving financially. Number two, they've had multiple baby daddies, which is not uncommon in underserved communities. And number three, Cardi B is a boss. She manages to raise her kids, overcome adversity from men who wronged her, move on to new relationships, and still live her life on her terms. She does what makes her happy at the moment, and ultimately that's what counts. For young women watching, it sends a clear message. You can pursue what makes you happy. That's the essence of empowerment here. But we also need to see the bigger picture. I'm not saying she was mistreated by Offset, nor am I saying Stefan Diggs treats her worse or better. What I'm saying is this. She's technically still married, yet she's in a relationship with someone else. And when you consider this new baby in context, Stefan Diggs has every reason to step back. He's not married to her and no formal commitments were made. Ultimately, if Stefan decides to leave, Cardi B would still be fine. She's reportedly worth over $100 million and has access to the best that money can buy. And this is the context so many people miss. Number one, Cardi B is an extreme hard worker. She built herself up from nothing, and that foundation allows her to navigate life on her terms no matter what. She works harder than most men, and the reason why Cardi B can have what she has is because of an extreme work ethic. I think like 70 hours or 80 hours a week for her is the minimum. The lady works her ass off. So the mistakes that she makes when it comes to dealing with men are making bad decisions, she can overcome it because her work is so specialized in what she's doing, and she's so focused on what she's doing. When she's doing it, she can accumulate all of this money because she is a hard worker. Most women who want to be like Cardi B are not as focused, are not as consistent, and don't care about being as focused or consistent as Cardi B. Because what you see is somebody, on the boat or, looking rich and shopping and all that. That's what you see. What you don't see is what makes Cardi B who she is each and every day, which most people, men or women, are not willing to put in this effort or this level of risk to achieve that. That's number one. Number two, Cardi B has a supporting cast outside of the fact that she makes a ton of money. She has so many people that help her along the way. This is different from the rest of us. Most of us cannot get along with more than one person at a time that we can establish relationships with, whether it's romantic or business. But Cardi B has that. She has people who ghostwrite for her, people that cook for her, people that might clean for her. She has connections. She has all these things where a lot of her thinking she may not have to do. This is different from women in urban communities who you are the entire show. You are the mama. You are the daddy. You are the financial consultant. You handle all the stress. You handle all the labor. So yes, it looks like a boss chick, doing whatever she feels like doing, having a baby and getting right back to the bag all by herself. But that's really not who it is or how it is. In fact, when she met Offset, her network and abilities even got better right? She has benefited from dealing with Offset. And in a way, she'll benefit also from dealing with Stephon Diggs for a little bit. Like, she's been exposed to things that most women nor men will ever be exposed to, especially women, though, and that's a reason for her success. You, as a lady, are not going to be on average able to rebound like this. You would need, like your mom, if you have a high income, you got to pay babysitters. You need to be extremely valuable to certain people or industry for people to even take you seriously to get this across. And while this can motivate you, the worst thing that the average woman can do is have 3 kids, buy a man, divorce the guy, still be married to him, and get pregnant by another guy who already has 4 kids on the way with 4 other women. And then you have to work and care about all of those kids because you don't know if he may or may not come back and deal with you long term. And largely, this is the problem with most people not understanding the wider context of things. I mean, I get it. You look at somebody on Instagram and you see all of their wins. And I mean, that's great. We look at a lot of things, sports, men watch basketball, football. I mean, for years, you've watched people like Tom Brady win games. And then last year, we watched the greatness of Saquon Barkley with over 2,000 yards rushing the season. But I bet you none of us see the workouts that he does or what he does to eat every day and how he gets up in the morning and trains. Like, those are things that we don't see. We only see what we see, and not understanding how hard or how difficult people's life is behind the scenes. And this is not to say that Cardi B doesn't have problems or rich people don't have problems, because clearly they do have these issues. But for those people who are being inspired by this, you should think again. Times, especially if you're black or non-black, are going to get worse for women, okay, that are single moms. And we're already seeing that right now with the SNAP benefits being cut off. I mean, this is not to say that every woman has SNAP, but if you're coming from fractured communities that don't really stick together, if you're like Hispanic, Latino, maybe, you're Asian, if you have extended family that can kind of help you through these things, it's a little better. Black people, we used to have a great extended family, especially, 70s, 80s, 90s. And even before that. But in today's world, we don't have those extended families anymore. So if you go out and you have, 3 or 4 kids and you're working everybody to pay the bills, you may crash out and, of course, burn out, and then you will have no recourse. I've heard so many women complaining about how they wanted to, delete themselves because of the pressure every day of having kids. And imagine you have a baby daddy who doesn't want to come and get your kids, who doesn't want to be in the kid's life. Kids, they're not, it's not like a PlayStation or a computer where you can just kind of just turn it off. No, humans need your attention every single day, and you haven't thought about that. Okay. So just in case you decide that you're going to make a decision to go out there and get clapped up and have a baby tonight or whatever you want to do, just think about one thing. You are not Cardi B. You are not rich, and you don't have enough people around you that want to help you like they want to help Cardi B. And this is not being mean, rude, or facetious, but it is what it is, right? Most of us are going to have to build communities that support what we do in order for us to get our stay ahead. That's what we're going to have to do in order to be valuable to the world. If we don't, things are just going to get much worse. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy, OJ DJ Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Junk. Appreciate all you do. The Bell, we're out.